What can actually happen when the INFJ person heals their wounds? Now, there is a reason why, as a therapist, I chose to niche myself to serve the INFJ community. And today, I want to talk with you about what I believe can happen for the INFJ when they heal their wounds. I'm speaking from my own personal experience as well. I know what it's like to struggle with depression, anxiety, stress, to struggle with the feeling of rejection and like you don't fit in anywhere. I know what it's like to feel like an alien in this world. Over the years, for many years, I have worked on myself and I have constantly been healing my wounds and healing my trauma. I believe that INFJs, you have something powerful to offer humanity. You have something unique and special that you can bring to your community. And more than ever, we need that right now. More than ever, our society needs the light that INFJs can bring. Unfortunately though, when we walk around and we have these wounds that are festering inside us, they begin to rot within ourselves, we can't be that light that people need. You might have heard that, I don't want to say his name because I don't want to get demonetized, but the evil person during the Nazi times, the leader. People say that he was an INFJ, and that might shock you because INFJs are often painted to be like, you know, these saints and these people that are like, I'm so like rainbows and unicorns and gonna help everybody. But the thing is, when we don't work on ourselves and have that continuous personal development and heal ourselves, then yeah, INFJs, just like any other personality type, can become people that don't bring light to the world but bring darkness. And I know that if you've clicked on this video, that's not you. I know that you want to make a difference on the world. So let's keep watching this video and find out what can happen for the INFJ when you heal your wounds and traumas. Okay, but before we talk about what can happen, how can the INFJ actually heal their wounds? What needs to happen for the INFJ to find healing, peace, and calm? Well, it starts with introspection and self-reflection. And I've got good news for you, INFJ. That is one of your strongest parts of your personality. You are the master of introspection and self-reflection. When we go into this mode, we can deep dive and uncover the roots of what your wounds are. Why are you wounded? What actually happened to cause this wounding? It helps to uncover the underlying patterns and triggers that keeps you stuck and wounded. And you know what? Knowledge is power. When you understand how and why you are wounded, then you can begin to work on it. When you know the patterns and the triggers, then you're able to take that first step towards healing. The second thing an INFJ can do to help with healing their wounds is emotional processing. We as INFJs, we are highly attuned to our feelings. But sometimes what we can do is we can end up squishing them down and ignoring them. And when we do that, we become unaware of what we're actually feeling and how we're feeling it in our body. But for healing, it's important that you experience these feelings and process them so that they're not stuck within you. This is the sort of thing that we can do through therapy, and I actually have a video all about what happens for the INFJ when they have therapy and how therapy can help with that emotional processing that takes place, and you can watch this video here. And it can also be done through journaling. I have a mini course on journaling techniques for healing and transformation because there's so much more involved with journaling than people even realize. And journaling is part of the therapy process. When I have therapy with people, I like to leave them with a bit of a journaling homework to help them with that continuation of emotional processing. The third thing an INFJ can do to help them heal from their wounds is by seeking meaning and purpose. What do I mean by this? Well, INFJs are often driven by a sense of purpose and meaning in their lives. So for an INFJ to find a meaning and a purpose on their pain and their journey and what they've gone through, and it's definitely not an excuse for having to experience that, not at all. But when an INFJ can find that meaning and purpose, it can help them reconcile their experiences and help develop what their values and beliefs are, as well as, in a way, create the INFJ to become that wounded healer. Have you heard of that term before, the wounded healer? INFJs are healers, but often INFJs have gone through hurt and trauma to become healers. And what tends to happen is INFJs then find their meaning and their purpose through their wounds. And I know it might seem really unfair and just like, I get it, I really do. I never wanted to make my trauma part of my story, but even though I don't share my trauma here, it certainly was one of the catalysts that led me to becoming a therapist. The fourth thing an INFJ can do to help them heal their wounds is to look at it through a place of empathy and compassion. We are really good at showing empathy and compassion to others, but we struggle to show it to ourselves. During your healing process, it is vital that you extend this same empathy to yourself, to extend compassion and grace to yourself as you go through this healing process, because healing can be hard and it can bring up a lot of things. When you go through that emotional process and seeking meaning and purpose, all of it, it's a journey and it can be really difficult, which is why it's extra important that you show yourself empathy and compassion through that process. And the fifth thing that an INFJ can do to help them heal from their wounds is using integration and growth. As INFJs heal, they integrate their newfound insights and understanding into their sense of self. They use their healing journey as an opportunity for personal growth, developing a deeper understanding of themselves and their place in the world. Okay, so then, what actually happens when the INFJ finally heals their wounds? When they come to a place of healing, when they come to a place of peace, of calm, of a sense of joy, a daily joy? Well, that's when the INFJ can actually start stepping into their calling. I bet you that since you were little, since you were of a young age, that you had a sense of purpose, that there was something in you that made you believe that you had a calling, that there was a meaning for your life. And if that has never occurred to you, I bet you that deep down you feel that if you'll allow yourself to go there. But often what happens is our wounds hold us back, and that's why I'm so passionate about helping INFJs find healing, because man, it upsets me when I meet INFJs and they have all of these dreams and desires and they want to be a light to the world, but then they have all of these beliefs within themselves that they're not good enough, that they're too much, that people won't accept them, that they're too hurt, that they're too broken. But I know that if you just allow yourself to begin that process of healing, you are going to unleash something incredible on the world. When you heal your wounds, you get to a place where you stop caring about what other people will think of you. You stop caring if people think you're weird. You stop caring if people think, who is this person for doing whatever they're doing? You just don't care anymore because you have this confidence within you. You're solid in who you are. When you heal your wounds, that's when you can start making that difference, shining your light and being an encourager and an inspiration for others. And my gosh, this world needs inspiration right now. This world needs encouragement. There are so many people who are walking around broken. They're walking around unsure about what's happening, what tomorrow is going to bring. But when the INFJ can come to a place of their own healing, they're able to stand beside other people and help those people get out of their own darkness. When you come to a place of healing, when you heal your wounds, INFJ, you're able to gain clarity. You have a deeper understanding of who you are, what makes you tick, and knowing what your values are and what's important to you. You will begin to have more of an enhanced empathy. It's already one of your most important skills, but once you heal your wounds, this empathy begins to skyrocket, and then it allows for more meaningful connection with others. It allows you to have these healthier relationships with other people, whether that's friendship or romance or family. INFJs who heal their wounds can learn to have stronger boundaries. When we walk around wounded, our boundaries are weak. But once we heal from this, our boundaries are so much stronger. They're more firmer and they're more healthier. When the INFJ heals their wounds, they have an increase in their authenticity. You will begin to feel more confident in expressing who you are, of truly letting people see you for you and not your mask. The INFJ will begin to have a renewed purpose, a clearer sense of what your purpose is, and directing your energy to the causes that you are most passionate about. And please let me know in the comments, what are you passionate about? What is the causes that brings excitement to you? What are the things that wakes you up in the morning that you want to see a difference on in the world? When INFJs heal their wounds, they grow resilience. You become stronger, your foundations are firmer, and nothing can shake you. So even if crap gets thrown at you in the future, you have stronger resilience to be able to handle that more effectively. And I've already said it, but I'm gonna say it again. When INFJs heal their wounds, their relationships begin to improve. Your relationships become healthier and more balanced.